Hey guys, this is King Gio in the house, your host with the most. So today I want to talk to you about Cash App and other apps like Zio and stuff like that. I've been seeing a lot that people have been getting scammed through Cash App. Now I do want to tell you that Cash App, Zio, or any other PayPal, any of those companies do not call you and ask you personal information. They don't ask you for your phone number. They don't ask you for your username, nor do they ask you for your password. If you get a call saying, "Oh, this is PayPal, I'm calling to find out," or "This is from Cash App, I'm going to find out if there's been a discrepancy," or whatever, whichever way they decide to do it, there's a discrepancy in your account. I see that there is someone trying to log in, or I see that they gave you something, whatever they try to use. Oh, could we have, is your username, okay, that's what we have, is can you give us your password to make sure that your password matches our password? I mean, your password matches the passwords that we have here on file. Do not do it. Just hang up the phone. If you get an email and it states, "Oh, this is from Zio, this is from PayPal. It shows here that you've changed your password." If this was not you, click here and change your password. That's another way of phishing you. So you just leave it alone. So don't get caught up. There's also a way. There are ways that they can do it. Another ways. There are ways they can do it. Other ways. There are apps that could spoof you. In other words, spoof means that I can call you, and I can put the number that I want to come out in your caller ID. So if I want Citibank to show up on your caller ID, and I know that you have Citibank and you have an account with Citibank, and I need some pertinent information about it, I would put Citibank's phone number on it, and it will show on your caller ID. It will show Citibank. If you have Citibank in your contact as Citibank, it will show Citibank. If you have PayPal as PayPal, it will show PayPal. And if you don't, and if PayPal has the way that it shows, that says PayPal, what it can be, it'll show whatever number it is. And if you know that number that's from PayPal, or sometimes they'll tell you, okay, fine. If you hang up the phone and you call that number, it'll show you. You will call that you'll be calling that PayPal, you'll be calling the Zio. So this person will call you again and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, it appears that we were cut off." And then you think, "Oh yeah, so this really Citibank. This really is them," because on your caller ID it's showing up their number. So that's called spoofing, and there are a lot of applications out there that spoof. So you have to be very careful. So when they speak to you and say, "Can we have your password?" No, the IRS does not call you. Now the new thing with they're doing a scam now is that you hear these messages that your social security number is going to expire because it's been wrongly used. That's a scam. Social security does not call you either. Not for that. So if you have Cash App, if you have Zio, if you have PayPal, or you have Chime, you have any of those apps that you can send money to other people who have that app, do not fall for it. Don't give out your username. Don't give out your information. Don't give out any of that. Don't give any of that. Not over the phone. You just hang up the phone. And if you feel more comfortable, then you call the company. And you call the company and say, "Excuse me, I'm so-and-so. I just got a phone call or an email stating about my password." And let that representative tell you, "No, we don't do that." So you can confirm. Okay? So you don't give out information out like that. Not over the phone. We are living through hard times right now, and you have a lot of scammers out there who want to scam you. So do not fall prey to that scam. They don't call you to ask you for any information. Don't do it. My advice to people is that you try to change your password once every month. Write it down if you don't remember it, and put it somewhere where you're going to remember it. If you can get a two-way authentication, that's even better, because you sign up with your password, and your two-way authenticator will either send you a text message and you have to write down that code, or by like Microsoft has an authenticator, and then from Microsoft you download the app authenticator, and then it will go to that authentication app. You take that number that Microsoft provided, and then you put it into the code that it asks you to put. So two-way authentication is good to have. It's very important. Some apps don't have it, some do. Not every app has it. So, but if you can get that, do that, and try to don't use your mother's name, don't use your father's name, don't use your kid's name, don't use your dog's name, don't use those kind of names because it's easy to some people who know you or knows about you because a lot of people put a lot of things on Facebook and Instagram, but mostly on Facebook. And they, and a person who wants to make some money, they'd be like, you know what? I know this person's favorite dog. I know this person's dog's name. I know this person's mother's name. I know this person's, all those information that you have put on Facebook. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why people get so personal, and Facebook is just a media outlet, and a lot of people take advantage of that. So try to put your password as strong. You can put King Geo at Forest Hill or King Geo at the moon. That's something that someone will not guess. They can guess King Geo, though I don't put that password. Never have, never will. But if I put that password, they're gonna have to guess what comes after that. So so be careful what you put in the media. Don't put your birthday. Don't put your dog's name. I mean. People are shiesty, and people, if they can get anything for free, they will do it. So my advice to you is be careful. Don't give out pertinent information online. Don't get caught up with the Cash App, with the ZU, with the PayPal scam. Don't do it. Don't send money to no one. If they're asking you won an award, but you got to pay shipping and handling, don't do it. It's all a scam. So for people who have Cash App like I do, be aware, be very pertinent, be diligent, and just make sure this is Cash App. All right, so I'm gonna hang up with you. I'm gonna call Cash App myself, and I will call them and ask them if if this is what you're telling me. I want to verify with them first. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Bye. Poop. And you won't hear from them. You won't hear from them ever again. So be careful what you put people, so let's just be safe. This is your money. I don't know if Cash App returns your money. It's not like a credit card. Credit card you can dispute, and the chance of you getting your money back is it's good. But with Cash App, I don't know what their return policy is if you were scammed. And they might tell you, well, if you were scammed, there's nothing we can do. They're not responsible. But if you were hacked, and then through our system, and then that's something different. Then they gotta be responsible. But if you giving your password to somebody else, I don't think either PayPal, ZU, Cash App. I'm not sure, but me personally, if I was owner of those companies, I wouldn't refund you your money because that's not, that wasn't through our fault of our own. If we were hacked, then it's something different because our fault of our own. We didn't have a security system that was good enough. We didn't have a firewall. Stuff like that. So we could say I can take the responsibility. But if someone called you and said, "Give us this," then that doesn't fall on us. That falls on you to do your due diligence, to be careful who you give your information to, and stuff like that. So it's very, very, very important that you don't put important information on your computer. You don't put important information on your cell phone. No social security number, no date of birth, no mother's maiden name, none of that, because these people will, if they hack any of that system, your computer, laptop, cell phone, whatever, and it's in there, it stays there, that person can get it. All right. So just be careful. Don't let these calls get to you. Don't fall for your scam. If you get a phone call, hang up. Call that company, whether it's Cash App, whether it's Zio, and let them know what's going on. So therefore, they can send out memos and they can send out emails to their customers, let them know there's a scam going on, and let them tell you their policy, so you can know. No, Cash App doesn't call, Zio doesn't call, PayPal doesn't call. Just don't get it from me. You get them from them. You get it from the horse's mouth. So you call them back and you make sure that, this, I just got a phone call, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, we don't do that, ma'am, or sir, we don't do that. That's not our policy, blah, 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 blah. So this way, you're protecting yourself. Because, some people don't know. You got the elderly people that don't know anything about computers, or they're not computer literate. and they can get for a victim. Someone who does not know can fall victim. So you have to be careful. You know, if you know someone that has Cash App, you know the neighbor, listen, this is going on with Cash App. Don't give out your information. You know, so be very, very careful how if you get these phone calls, just hang up. Remember, they can spoof your call, so it can come out as it can come out on your caller ID as if that company is calling you. So don't be fooled, people, and just be careful out there.